Hello there, this is Space Runner 5. Welcome back to episode 18 of Cards, where today we were playing our US-Japanese deck, and we're still trying to be a field marshal. We are going first. We do have a 1, 2, 3, 4 drops. All of those seem acceptable. Maybe we should have thrown the Sherman back, just because we don't have any American units that will be taking the front line at the moment. So we would want that, obviously, later. But don't have anything that doesn't really make that too big of a difference. I don't foresee them being able to take the front line very easily with an Awoke Giant and a Howitzer. Go ahead and just end our turn. And having the Howitzer in the beginning is very nice because Japan has a lot of 1 health units that they use to rush. Go ahead and drop our Howitzer and be done. Let's see what he has. Nice, 2-1 with Blitz. On death, it does 2 damage to a random enemy. It's not quite as favorable. Go ahead and place this guy just so that way it has another target to hit with the 2 damage and not just on the Howitzer, because I would prefer that to live. And we did get a unit that can take the front line for our Sherman to take effect. Let's see, we'll have 4. Be interested in dropping this guy and just shooting with the Howitzer. Okay, that was a pretty effective turn for them, to be honest. This guy can go away. Drop him. And it did proc on the correct unit and not the artillery. The Type 93 is obviously a pretty big target for us since it gives everyone additional attack. However, we don't really plan on moving too far forward. This gives us a good option to go ahead and trade here without any big loss. 2 damage to the HQ. We'll go ahead and take the damage to our HQ as well. Take the front line. Then I can't drop another unit. I would prefer to drop a 5/5, who can obviously step into the front line and just sit there with smokescreen, because they can't attack it, because unless they have something that will remove the smokescreen, assuming that he doesn't A, move to the front line, or B, attack the HQ, which he might be inclined to do so since he can knock out a quarter of the base HP of the HQ. 4/7 with guard, not too bad, except our Howitzer can remove the guard. So that could be one of our win conditions for that. Although I'd probably just prefer to get rid of the Type 93 at the moment. Can also do that with a naval operation. So we might just do a sweeping advance here. Naval operation and then move forward. Or you can just move forward and kill the Type 93. Also an option. Because I'd like to keep the naval operation just in case for when he tries to flood the board. What I'm assuming is a bunch of little guys. Go ahead and walk forward. Drop the Sherman. Give us our card draw. Perfect. We can send another unit back to his hand, like the 4/7. Go ahead and give him a good luck, have fun. I'm assuming he accidentally ended his turn, but the button is a bit far away from the rest of your hand. So, not quite sure. 3/3 makes his infantry +1 attack, so he can clear out the front line. Which would be okay, honestly. This is a Chiha, right? Yeah. Just want to make sure I'm calling things the right thing. A 2/1 with Blitz. Not too bad. I no longer really want to kick this guy out. Rising Sun for additional card draw. It's always good for him. Go ahead and use the artillery, clear out the 3/1. March forward with a 5/5. which honestly he can just trade then. So, do I really want the infantry to retreat? Not really. Alright, so this is the time that we're going to go ahead and use the naval operations to go ahead. Pin you guys so you guys can't do damage. The artillery already fired. Perfect. So next turn we can hit for 10 damage on the HQ, which is quite a bit, honestly. Or we can just kill this guy with the 0 and the howitzer for 6 out of our 8, so we can drop a Akita regiment as well, or move the Sherman to the front. Another Chiha. Okay. Definitely buffing his infantry. 3-6. Okay, so it is a Japanese-German. Good combo. You do have another Sherman. Go ahead and just get rid of that guy. Don't have to deal with it anymore. He does have smokescreen, so the unit cannot be attacked until it has moved or attacked. Well, just do that damage to the HQ. Or go and drop the Akita regiment forward, because he might be able to clear out a unit that is quite a bit more expensive. This is 3-drop as well. Yeah, I just can't clear that out, but do a combination of these various steps to do so. Five, 6, so an artillery shot will work wonders on that guy. Drive his tanks forward. Go and do damage. I really want to move the 0 into the front line, so that way they'll have to waste a unit just to clear it out. I mean, you can do 6 damage for the cost of 4. Then you can drop a 3-drop. That's a third of my HQ damage, or possible damage. We can do it on top of a 0 is pretty strong. 2-3 with Blitz. Alright, not too bad. And he's just stacking up his infantry. Go ahead and trade our Akita regiment. Did clear out an additional unit. Definitely not complain about that. No, I don't want to drive the Sherman forward. I don't quite want to do a we can do it either at the moment. Go ahead and drop a 4-4 beat stick and give our artillery +1/+1. Seems rather sensible, because now we can start clearing out units a little bit easier. And now I really just want to go hard on the HQ. It's got something to kill the 0. No, he's got his own 0. Doesn't get rid of the ambush trait, so basically gotta throw a unit away. Yep, there it goes. And now you have a nice prime target for our artillery. HQ damage? No, just extra card draw. Okay. Well, you have served your purpose at this point. Go ahead and do an Awoke Giant. Gives a card. Use Ace for an additional damage. Could take out the infantry or the 0. Go and do the 0, because then if it tries to attack the artillery, wow. Yeah, let's go with the 0. March forward. Drop down a Sherman for additional card draw. Smokescreen, a U.S. battalion, not, or the 463rd Battalion, not a big deal. But we're getting there. I feel like we're definitely in a much better position. And if he just hits the HQ with the 0, it's not that big of a deal. We'll just kill it with the artillery and start swinging in. For, 12 damage. So that's 4, 8, 9 credits. We'll still have an additional 2. We can make it 13 damage with the USACE. Okay, I was not expecting that. Three, and on death does 2 damage to the HQ. Yeah, he's got a couple of those. Not too big of a deal. We'll go ahead and just start hitting the HQ. So now I'll probably want to trade into the Shermans, because now he has very limited turn. He has 1 turn basically. Go ahead and give a GG. Not sure, did he draw a bunch of stuff with Blitz? 5-4 fighters with Blitz. He has 2 of those. Well, definitely doesn't have enough to do the operating cost for and how much damage they do. That's quite a bit of damage he just did. Three, 6. I'm a bit curious why he gave the GG, since he's in a much better state than what he was just moments ago. Smokescreen. Let's go ahead and hit the HQ. Give out, we can do it to heal up our HQ a little bit. And now we'll just go ahead and give her this guy. Thanks for game. He's very little talkative, but definitely have no complaints on that regard. You can still pretty easily kill the Sherman. Well, that's 4 damage right there. Yeah, he killed the Sherman. Do 2 for card draw. More card draw. Nice 2/2s. Definitely want to play the Osaka guard. Protect the artillery. Let's go and buff it again. And drop a 2/2. Flooded the board with a bunch of little guys, but well, next turn is going to be the end with the artillery, because he can't bust through this at this point, unless he has something with just card removal. But the 3/8 is going to survive most things at this point, unless it's like destroy a random card like the Death from Above that the Americans have. Deal 2 damage to all units in the support line. It's pretty good. Destroyed half of my front line, or my back line. 2/1 with Blitz. And he can't deploy any more infantry or any more cards. Gonna start trading. 3/6. He's got 1 card left, no money. Yeah. Can't give him one last thanks for the game, but that's the end of first game. Let's hopefully we can keep the progress going instead of backtracking like we did. Well, we went forward and then back to net 0 last game, but let's go ahead and see if we can keep the ball rolling. Another 4/4 beat stick. I think we already have 4 of these. Yeah, so this is just gonna be ground into dust to create other cards. I will see you guys in game 2. Welcome to game number 2, where today we were playing against a American player. And we're not going first for the first time in quite some time. I think I'm pretty okay with this opening hand. Definitely don't really need the howitzer in the beginning. Let's go ahead and actually remove the Sherman. Maybe we'll get something other. The Awoke Giant's pretty good, honestly. He doesn't have any 1-drops. I don't have any 1-drops. This is one of our new cards, the M7 Priest. I went ahead and purchased it using some of the powder of other previous cards. Just because if we do take the front line, it's a 2-1. Or it becomes a 3-3 artillery piece, which is pretty good, honestly. Let's go ahead and drop our howitzer. So we can start peppering down. So this is definitely a card I want to reserve for later. For once we've actually taken the front, which 2-2. Gain 1 credit slot, pretty good. He's got quite a few expensive cards. I don't even have this one unlocked yet. That's what I mean by expensive. Alrighty, just drop a 4/4 beat stick. Go ahead, take the front so we can drop this guy as soon as possible, just so we can start clearing out a lot of these little units. Okay. Well, definitely trade here and then hit there. Oh, he had his own. Yep. And he gave everything on the front line additional defense. And this is one of our other ones, the B-25 Bitchel, which is pretty good. We'll probably use that to try and kill something. Go ahead and get rid of this guy. Don't want to play that. Honestly, just he's gonna clean this unit out, so not that big of a deal. And this guy is, though. Play the Awoke Giant. There we go, and we can give this guy some survivability. So it can survive 1 hitch. Do we care about that? Not particularly, I don't think. Would give us card draw, but he did leave our artillery alive. Okay. Four, 5 with Blitz. That's a little scary, but not too big of a deal. Naval operations is a good thing for us because it will pin the artillery piece. And that will be our turn. Pin that, pin that. Hit there. You can't attack next turn, so we'll be able to trade again. And we'll be able to drop the Mito Guard to get rid of this guy. So it'll just be a 4/4 that we'll have to deal with. Which is not that scary. 3/4 with ambush, that is scary though. Deal double damage against aircraft. I do have aircraft. Go and get rid of that guy. Don't think this guy's that scary, honestly. I'd rather develop something a little bit more. 3/4 is also annoying for the artillery piece. Not quite ready for a Sherman. A 5/5 be good, just because it'll basically can counter the 4/4 with Blitz. Go ahead and just end our turn there. Does only have 3 cards. 5/5. That hurts, but fortunately it's only a 3-drop. But we also don't have anything on the board anymore. 7 costs. Not quite ready for the bomber just because it can get cleared out. There we go. Go ahead and try and stabilize with a couple big hitters. Obviously you can start whittling down with the artillery piece, or you can even trade with the 5/5, honestly. 3/2. The enemy must discard a card each time the Stuka deals damage to their HQ. That is not good. Because we have quite a big hand. We definitely, well, He counters our 0, which is not good. So we can trade there, trade there. Yeah, he's just gonna hit the HQ repeatedly. 2 damage to a random enemy. That could be good if it hits the Stuka. Trade there. Trade there. It did hit the Stuka, fantastic. I think we need to take the front line, otherwise we're going to get hit pretty hard. Make you a 4/4. Just so that way you can survive a tank hit, and it'll take everything he has. However, we are a little bit on the back foot. However, we do have more cards in hand than he does, and we finally took the front. Yeah, he's going to trade. That does eat up most of it. No, about half what he has. So he can drop one big... Oh, he doesn't drop anything. Death from Above is a fantastic card because it will remove that. Drop the Mito Regiment in case he has any card removal. He did not. And we'll go ahead and drop a Howitzer. Fantastic. We finally stabilized it. It took quite some time, but we got there. That's the important thing. Death from Above. No, 5/5 with card draw. That's not good. The half track is definitely something we'd be interested in at the moment. 2/2 for an extra credit, not a big deal. Extra credit, nothing significant there. 4/7 with guard. It's definitely worth it. Let's go ahead and give us +1/+1. March this guy forward so he can go ahead and trade. What do you do? Deal damage, 2 damage to the enemy HQ, nothing significant. So we did guard our HQ, so as long as he doesn't have a half track, we should be at least okay for 1 turn for our Osaka guard. There we go. Go ahead and trade for 2 of his little guys. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Pretty good, because we might get rid of the artillery. Oh, well. The plane is gone. March forward. Drop the Sherman. Card draw. Drop the artillery piece to make it a 3/3. Hit the infantry. And drive the Sherman. No, we don't actually want to drive the Sherman forward, because then he's just going to trade with a 4/2. I'd rather trade with the 2/2. And now we can do 5 damage per turn from artillery with the back line, which is pretty good stuff. Doesn't have very many options left anymore. He probably has a bunch of big hitters, though, because I haven't seen any card draw from him at the moment. At least that I can remember. He has lots of credit buffs. He's 4 credits ahead of us, honestly. So he's probably got a couple Tigers in there. Naval Bombardment. Send a unit to cost 2 less if the enemy controls the front line. Okay. Well. Go ahead and make our artillery 4/4. March the Osaka Guard forward. How many cards do we have? 6, so we can drop a Sherman. It says with an American unit. Oh well. Misplay. Oops. I got a little excited and overzealous, I guess. Oh, he surrendered. Can we give a GG? Nope. Can't do that in time. But that is positive progress. We're up to 3 stars, so if all goes well, it could be 2 more games and we're a Field Marshal. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like and subscribe. Have a good day.